I can't see, I'm blind.
Damn.
For those playing at home, I don't have my glasses on, so...
Right. If you're watching this episode or see any visuals of this episode...
Clock the outfits, just real quick. Just take it all in. We've got Ugg boots. We've got McDonald's pyjama pants.
Facts.
Flannelette pyjama pants, might I add. We've got...
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman tee. We've got magpie scarf with crow's badges. Slick back ponytail.
And then Uno Reverso, because we've got bare feet for our feet fans.
Thank you.
We've got Star Wars PJs. We've got brown tank, bright green cardigan with a crow's
It's
scarf.
very much giving tree.
It is.
Star Wars tree. Yep. Anyway, continue.
Crow's scarf with crow's badges.
Hey.
Facts.
Facts on God.
And that's what you call fashion.
And no glasses, yeah. So that's where we're at mentally.
But I've never felt better. I've never felt more clear.
So clear on who I am and what I stand for.
I see the world clearly now. Okay.
I can see clearly now. The rain has got... This is honestly just going to be a karaoke episode. I feel good.
Talk us through our drinks of the day,
so,
since you're the barista.
So glad you are. Yours is probably real fucking clapped because I added more strawberry to mine. We have strawberry lattes, everyone. That is strawberry Nesquik with like 3 shots of coffee.
That's what I need.
Facts. Would recommend, but you need to be very heavy on the Nesquik.
Okay.
The directional dose on the package is simply not enough.
Fine.
How does yours taste? Is yours okay?
Mine's fine. I don't know what it's meant to taste like, but I'm happy with this. Like, I'm not mad about it.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Which brings me to, I need this coffee because I went to have a nap today, right? And I closed it's like 1 o'clock and I'm like, I'm going to have a sleep before we record, whatever.
I'm going to put my feet on you and just really...
Do you want me to cover them for you?
Yeah, thank you. There you go. Thanks. Thank you.
Went to have a nap. Every man and his dog in my neighborhood said, this is the time that I go outside and make fucking noise.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure Joe was out there banging around. Like,
number one culprit for that.
I haven't seen this man in months and he's out there bang dang langing in his front yard. And I'm like, dude, now is not the time. So I didn't get to have a nap. My weekend, I've done sweet fuck all.
Yeah, I feel like I've done things, but like not like social things.
And I've loved every fucking second of it.
Yeah. I'm real ready to recluse. I've got to be real with you. I'm real ready to recluse.
I have enjoyed every minute of sitting at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's been so nice to just enjoy what I pay to live in.
Right.
Like, it's the most expensive thing every month. And I'm like, I don't make the most of it.
No. I need to really look at getting value for money.
Yeah. Just appreciate where I'm meant to be.
Yeah.
And that's at home. Although, in saying that, I had a blast at the Showdown.
Yeah. Loved the Showdown.
I want to go to more football games.
Yeah. Say less.
I
genuinely... Okay, hear me out. I think we get a 3-pass membership. But if we do that, I don't think we get a seat. I think we have to go... Oh, I could be lying. I'd have to do more
Interesting.
Research. But, yeah, fucking love the footy, hey. So we went to the Showdown, everyone. Mm-hmm. Caitlin's first Showdown.
Caitlin's
first Crows game.
Loved it.
Yeah. We had really good seats. We were right by the hill, but like a little bit up, but not too up. Not nosebleed up.
Yeah, and they were right. They were like $65 a ticket, so that wasn't too bad. People had warned me that the Showdown was like a really nasty atmosphere. They were like, this is going to be foul. At least where we were, it was all right.
I think it wasn't so bad because it was a Crows home game.
Right, okay.
So not as many Port people were there.
Port's the issue. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, look, I feel like I'm a bit biased, but...
I can see how that's the thing. So...
Yes.
No, we had a blast. We took the digital camera.
Caitlin fell in love with like 4 players.
Right. I'm so glad you brought this up. Okay. So everyone needs to bear with me because I'm new to AFL. Okay. So while everyone probably knows of these players and has for a hot minute, it's like I'm discovering men for the first time.
Run through your badges first.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Yeah.
So I got a Ben Keys badge
because
fantasy
league,
obviously OG fantasy league.
Yeah.
Like he is a founding father.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing but respect for my president.
And then we're watching the game, and there's two men in particular who I see on the Crow side who I gobsmacked. Like the breath was taken out of me, and I spent the entire game trying to take photos of them on our digital camera on 12 times zoom. Like, so I would like to introduce the audience to Isaac Rankin.
Yep.
And Darcy Fogarty.
The fog.
Those two men. God. I'm sorry. You guys just let them walk around in public?
Yeah.
That's nuts. Fucking nuts. Anyway, I was so moved. So physically moved.
Knees to chest ran.
I ran back to the merch stand and I was like, immediately give me Isaac Rankin and Darcy Fogarty. Dude was like, I don't have any Fogarty, but I've got Isaac.
Rightly so, to be honest.
I'm wearing Isaac Rankin with pride. This man.
My magpie scarf.
My magpie scarf. Like, I can't help it that I'm here for talent and not for the team.
You're a scout.
I'm a scout, okay? Like, this is gonna be one colourful. I'm gonna get like beaten up at a footy. I go to the wrong game wearing this, I'm gone. But it wasn't just like Crows players. Port had some fit players as well. I'm sorry, Charlie Dixon, and he's not new to me. Like, I've seen him before, but seeing them in real life, that changes things.
It's different, isn't it?
It's different.
Seeing them in the kit. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was not okay. I physically and mentally was not okay. So now I need to go to more games because I'm like, well, if this is the talent that we're scouting, I need to scout more talent. So I really want to go to Port versus Bulldogs. I need to see Libba again, and I need to get a Libba badge. No! I need a Libba badge immediately. Add that to the magpie scarf, please.
Yeah, I was gonna wear my Bulldog scarf, but Crows have already won. Pies have already won.
What a good weekend to be us.
Will the doggies win?
Yes,
to say
they will.
Who's to say? But yeah, what a weekend.
So I need to get a Fogarty badge.
Fog. You know who else I want to get? Charlie Kerno,
yes. I want Charlie Kerno.
Whatever the fuck.
I want Matt Crouch.
You know who else I want? And I keep forgetting his name because it's such a rogue name. Hang on.
While you bring that up, I want Matt Crouch. I have to go to a Collingwood game. Where can I buy badges if they're not at a game? Because the AFL store doesn't have them.
There's a website that you can buy them off of.
Okay. Yeah. Because I need to get the Dacos brothers and Keira Knightley. I need to get Libba.
Yeah.
And I need to get Matt Crouch and Fogarty and Charlie Dixon.
Okay, so I want Isaac Quaynor.
Do you have photos?
Pink shoes. No, real shoes. Girl, pink shoes.
Yes, love him.
Pink shoes.
Oh, the new one we found from the pies this week.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm getting there.
Something.
Hang on. Give me a hot minute.
His name's like Oleg or something.
Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting real Reef. That's a fun name. Oleg Markov.
Love.
Shout out.
Smash.
Poor new recruit. Yeah, I think that's it. And
okay.
Yeah, Charlie Kerno.
There
wasn't.
I love that you've just reinvented
Cornrows. Charlie Cornrows.
Love Charlie Cornrows. Yeah.
Who was the other one that Sazi was talking about the other day? I've already forgot what his name was.
I can't remember. I cannot remember. We went to the hill. We went and tried to brave the hill, which was a bad idea because the hill was packed for the showdown. And
Pat Lipinski.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the hill.
And we need Essendon ones as well.
I totally forgot about Essendon.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need Kyle Langford and we need Jai Cadwell.
Yeah.
But
it's like $50 in badges.
But that's okay because it's an investment.
Anything to support.
It's an investment into our team.
Our talent, yeah.
Yeah. The hill wasn't scary. It was just packed.
Yeah, like we didn't get, like, if you're going to go on the hill, you got to get there like first quarter.
Yeah.
Set up camp.
Yeah.
Find your spot. We simply did not do that.
It's just, look.
And our seats were really good. Like, I was very hesitant to.
Yeah. I'm a seat girly.
Through and through.
I love what the hill could be and could offer. But
also,
knowing my luck, it won't happen if I go there.
Also, I would need to be drunk to be on the hill, I think, and have a good time.
Hear me out, right?
Yeah.
I think
we get a bit silly.
You know how we were at the cricket?
Yeah.
We need the cricket, but at a footy game.
Yeah, we do.
The next showdown.
Facts.
We should go to the next showdown.
Facts. That one will be scary.
Yeah, maybe not that one. We'll get kidnapped. Maybe the Bulldogs game.
What Crows games are coming up? Let's have a look.
I can't believe there's no games of Collingwood playing at Adelaide.
That doesn't seem right. But I mean,
I could be wrong, but I sat there and looked through the whole thing.
Yeah, right.
Not a single one. I was devastated.
So yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah. 10 out of 10. We did not go to the Spider-Man party.
No.
And that was such a good call.
Yeah.
I needed to be at home.
Yeah.
And I've been home ever since.
That's gone.
No.
No.
But in lieu of going out in public, we've watched a ton of shit.
Well, one of us has. I've watched some shit, not a ton. Maybe like a kilo of shit, not a ton. As a unit of measurement, yeah.
Which that's a lot in the land of Danica.
Yeah.
If it's not Simpsons.
What did I? Oh yeah. Okay. Let's start.
But no, let's not. No.
Okay.
No, because we
Why
have
not?
to start with. We'll start with the Dan Schnieder stuff, and then we can go into what we've watched.
Okay.
Chronological order. There's a sequence and there's an order. Don't fuck with a Virgo.
Okay. The tisms are tisming today.
Okay,
She's gone acoustic.
Pop culture news comes first.
Okay, true facts. Okay, yeah.
So, in the news this week, some of you may have seen there's a new documentary that's been circulating for a while now called Quiet on Set, and it's about the alleged abuse that Dan Schnieder put on like the cast of a number of Nickelodeon shows. And just Dan Schnieder being an alleged nonce, right? So it includes stories from like Drake Bell, and it doesn't include interviews from Amanda Bynes, but it talks about Amanda Bynes, and it interviews a whole bunch of people that were involved in these Nickelodeon shows. What?
Round 22, Adelaide Crows play Western Bulldogs here.
Can we buy tickets?
Nah, time and data to be confirmed.
Oh my God. Okay, we'll come back to that. Oh my God,
it's the round before the next showdown. So it's a while away. Anyway, continue. Continue.
So the Quiet on Set came out and the world went crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because there's been mentions of Dan Schnieder being an alleged nonce in the past, like in Jeanette McCurdy's book, it comes up, and it's always been like online, the discourse about him. Like I remember always seeing that he had this weird thing with feet, right?
He would love the pod.
Yeah, oh, he probably watches.
Hey, sweetie.
Do it with our toes. Imagine if we could do this with our toes. Yuck. So the doco came out. It went crazy because obviously Nickelodeon and a lot of these shows were big or whatever. Anyway, this week it's come out that Dan Schnieder is suing the producers of the doco for defamation. For... Where is it? In the filing, Schnieder claims the Quiet on Set's producers and creators falsely implied he sexually abused Nickelodeon's child actors. The lawsuit alleges that the docu-series created a false impression of Schnieder through a manipulative mix of editing, speech, and imagery. So then, this article that I was reading about it went on to say, recently the docu-series Quiet on Set highlighted mistakes I made and poor judgment. So this is a quote from Schnieder that he's given directly. I exhibited mistakes I made, and poor judgment. Oh my God, I can't read. Let me start that again. Recently, the docuseries Quiet on Set highlighted mistakes I made and poor judgment I exhibited during my time at Nickelodeon, most of which happened decades ago during my early career as a producer, working on shows for Toll and Robbins Productions. There is no doubt that I was sometimes a bad leader. I am sincerely apologetic and regretful for that behaviour, and I will continue to take accountability for it. However, after seeing Quiet on Set and its trailer and the reactions to them, I sadly have no choice but to take legal action against the people behind it. In their successful attempt to mislead viewers and increase ratings, they went beyond reporting the truth and falsely implied that I was involved in or facilitated horrific crimes for which actual child predators have been prosecuted and convicted. I have no objection to anyone highlighting my failures as a boss, but it is wrong to mislead millions of people to the false conclusions that I was in any way involved in heinous acts like those committed by child predators. I owe it to myself, my family, and the many wonderful people involved in making these shows to set the record straight.
Oh.
So then we were talking about it, and like, I don't know how law works.
No, me either.
Right. But my understanding is, if he's not convicted and there's no... Because how do you prove it, right? Is the statements enough? And if he's not convicted, does that mean he could win the defamation thing? And I was really hot on saying that, like, because he's not convicted, there's probably a chance that he could win the suit. But then I was reading some comments on TikTok, which is obviously like the best place to get any kind of information. I've honestly become like a Facebook mum, but with TikTok.
Yeah.
And they were saying, they were referring to the Bruce Lerman case, and that could be quite similar. Like, where he went back and sued for defamation, even though the case got thrown out. So he wasn't necessarily convicted, was he?
No, I don't know enough about the case, but I know that like he sued and then all this other shit came out and then...
Yeah, and then he ended up losing the defamation case. So people are like, it could be very similar to that. So I don't know what way it could go. I would like to think that he won't win. And if anything, this will actually be the worst thing he's ever done, like for himself. And he'll just be confirmed to be a nonce. But I am a bit worried, especially being America. Like, look at what happened with the Harvey Weinstein convictions, where they got overthrown or overturned because too many women spoke out. So I'm like, oh, it could go either way. But I just think that's really interesting. And also, like, just stop. I still haven't seen the doco though.
No, I think it's out on binge. I think it dropped only like maybe last week or this week. Okay.
So that'll be interesting to watch and see what happens. But yeah, it could go either way. Surely though, like the producers of the film wouldn't have put out the film if they thought that they could lose a defamation case, because who's going to fund a film
that's going to go to court?
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like they would have had to have done due diligence. So I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see how it pans out.
I'm just curious. Like, I obviously don't want him to win, but I'm just curious to see what happens so I can have a better understanding of like, who has what standings and what would happen.
Now I need to do a deep dive on defamation.
I did like a little bit of it at uni.
Yeah.
Which was so random. Like, we had to do it.
It kind of makes sense though.
Yeah. But I don't remember any of it.
Why would you?
Speaking of uni, actually, this is such a side thing. It's come out, I think today, that the government is wiping... Well, what they're doing is... So you know how every year our uni HECSTET gets indexed, right? Based on CPI. They're changing the measurement. So it could be done by CPI or it could be done by wage... The equivalent of wage CPI, whatever, right? So, like how wages increase year on year.
Right.
But what they'll do is they'll just, because there'll be the two options, they'll go with the lower one for the year. So if wages have increased less, then they'll align it with wages. And they're backdating it to last year. So you know how it increased by 7.1%. They're now going to change it to 3.2% or something.
Does that mean I get money back?
So you don't get money back per se, but I think if your HECSTET's like 40 grand, mine's like 42, you'll get like $1,300 or something taken off of your HECSTET.
Ah, okay, right.
Yeah. So
Right. So it'll look like I've paid off more.
correct.
Yeah.
And so like the indexation will change now moving forward. So hopefully it'll index a lot less.
Well, we can only fucking hope at this point. Honestly, that is going to be a debt that I die with. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not paying extra towards. I don't care
No.
what, like, if people think, like, if it is actually like a wise thing to do to pay money. To pay money off your hex. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
In this economy.
There are other things that I should be putting money towards. You know what I mean?
Like surviving.
You know what I mean? Like,
and tickets to the footy and badges.
I
will say it with my fucking chest. I don't think that the cost of your uni degree should index.
No.
Because the value of it, like my degree is not worth more.
No.
If anything, it's gone down because it's dated.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, no, it shouldn't be indexed. And like, if anything, like my experience is what people employ me for.
yeah.
Not my degree.
No one's picking me because of my degree these days. My degree actually has nothing to do with what I now do for a job.
No. Like
So-
I'm paying it already. Why do I need to pay more?
Yeah.
It makes absolutely no sense. Like I get it in a way because it's like that's how the government makes money back.
Mm-hmm.
Because you technically did it for free at the time.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. Clea, I know.
Yeah, like wouldn't you get more value out of just leaving my uni cost to be the same and then I wipe that off quicker and then I can spend more money in the economy?
Yeah.
Like I'm not an economist, but that seems to sound pretty fucking good to me.
Literally.
Anyway, whatever. Okay. Let's move on from. I don't really have anything else to say about the Dan Schnieder thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep a close eye on it because I think it's going to be a very interesting case to see if all these rumors and this doco can eventuate into actual court proceedings.
It'll be interesting to see if anything actually gets put out in the media about it from now on.
Yeah, surely they will. It's been. I mean, so many eyes have been on the doco, so you'd think that, that they're going to report on it.
Sometimes it can be very hush hush.
Yeah. What did you end up watching this week?
Thought of you, idea of you, idea of you.
Thought of you.
I don't know, whatever.
And that.
And I watched a couple of episodes of Selling OC.
Okay. All right. So we're going to start with my new favorite film.
Mm-hmm.
The Idea of You.
Yeah.
So it came out on Thursday on Amazon Prime, and it's got Anne Hathaway and Nicholas, what's his name? Nicholas Galitzine.
Okay.
He's from Royal White and Royal Blue and Purple Hearts.
Ah, that's where I've seen him.
I
Yeah.
loved him in Purple Hearts.
Yeah.
Now, for those who don't know, this movie is based on a book. And the premise is that there's this 40-year-old divorced woman. She has like a child who's in high school. And she has an unexpected encounter with this 24-year-old British guy who's in a boy band at Coachella. Mm-hmm. And then they have this like whirlwind romance. Now, there's this whole like debate about, is it based on Harry Styles? Is it based... I'm so glad you asked.
I thought it was. I thought it was a fanfic.
So it was a fanfic that was then a book.
Yeah.
Like after.
Yeah.
And now it's a movie.
Right. Okay.
Right.
I didn't lie about that. Yeah. Okay.
And because there's a lot of people being like, it's not actually based on Harry. No, it is. Okay. So I've done my research, right?
Wow.
So in 2020, in a Vogue interview, the author of the book, Robin Lee, said that the inspiration for Haze was Prince Harry meets Harry Styles, right? As well as her ex-boyfriend's her husband, blah, 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 right? And then in an interview in 2017, she said that she was inspired to create the character of Haze after coming across a video of a boy band. I was up late surfing music videos on YouTube when I came across the face of a boy I'd never seen in a band I'd never paid attention to. And it was so aesthetically perfect, it took me by surprise. It was like art. Okay, duh. Obviously, Harry Styles looks like art. I spent a good hour or so Googling and trying to figure out who this kid was, and in doing so I discovered that he often dated older women, and so the seed was planted. Now in 2017, by about this time, Harry had a infamous relationship with Caroline Flack, he was 17 and she was 31 at the time, right?
Yeah.
Now, so I strongly believe that the female character Celine was based on, or at least inspired by, Caroline Flack.
Mm-hmm.
And then this dude, it's so obvious it's Harry Styles. Like, there are scenes in the movie and you're like, that is One Direction. That is Harry fucking Styles. Yeah. The music for this band, August Moon, was written by the same people who wrote, or at least had a hand in writing, the first 2 One Direction albums.
And that makes so much sense because, it sounds so similar. And, the setup that they have at Coachella for the August Moon set, it looks exactly like a One Direction concert.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, the performance on the Graham Norton show at the end of the movie, it's literally like Harry's first solo performance on the Graham Norton show. It's uncanny. Anyway, I watched this movie on Friday night. I have since watched the movie 2 more times.
3 times.
I have watched it 3 times. I'm obsessed. This is the best fucking movie I have seen in a hot minute. It is in my top 5.
Wow.
It is in my top 5 movies of all time. I want the entire film tattooed on my skin, start to finish. Wow. I want the script on one side of my body and I want visual scenes on the back of my body.
What's your favourite part?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Okay, so when he comes to our house for the first time.
Yeah.
And Selene, played by Anne Hathaway, is he's like, what's the worst thing that could happen about being vulnerable? Yeah. And she then tells a story about how she found out her husband had been cheating on her. Her acting in that, I've never not liked Anne Hathaway, but I've never really sat there and been like, she is phenomenal. That scene.
That's the scene.
That's the scene. I was like,
be like, she deserves the Oscar she won.
Her acting, impeccable. Holy shit. And then their first kiss scene. Oh my God. That, again, impeccable. Then the scene where they're in France or wherever, the south of France, they're on break from the tour, and she comes out to sit by the pool, and the girls who are with the other guys in the band, they're bullying her, and this other guy's picking on her or whatever, giving her shit for being older. That scene, my heart broke. I was because I could imagine being in that position. And the age gap or whatever, you'd feel like a dickhead. You'd feel like a fucking fool. And then, oh my God, that whole thing killed me. And then, oh my God, I don't want to give any spoilers, but then, I'm obsessed with this fucking movie.
Right.
It's actually thrown me back into Wattpad Harry Styles era.
I'm going to be controversial.
Give it.
I didn't love it.
Really?
I thought it was really mid. I
This
didn't
is a lot about me.
I didn't shed a single tear. I thought it was really cliche. I actually preferred how the book ended. Not that I've read the book, but the part that you sent, I preferred that ending than how it ended.
I'm torn with that. I again haven't read the book, but I've seen.
What do you fucking mean? You're waiting 5 years for someone so that they can be a little bit older?
A lot of people have said online.
Just be together.
I know. A lot of people online have said that they prefer the movie ending. But everyone loves a happy ending.
Nah, grow up.
I think if they had have stayed true to the book, I would have been an emotional wreck. I would be in a padded cell right now.
I would have preferred that. I think the chemistry between both the main characters is unreal. 100%, no doubt about it. Great acting from everyone, all of that. But I don't know. I'm not a romance girly, and I think that's it. It's not a movie issue. I can't get into it.
That's fair.
That was one day.
Yeah.
I had no emotional reaction from that either. It's just not my jam.
I feel like you're a true crime girly,
yeah,
and then I'm a romance girly.
Yeah, I have no heart. I just and what do you mean this man is falling in love with you after you take a piss in his fucking toilet
But
and then just walk off. Are you? Nah, that's
I'm
not right.
eating that
and
up.
then he's looking at her at Coachella. I'm sorry, you can't see fucking shit from that stage. Be fucking for real.
If you asked 16-year-old
yeah,
me, I was like,
know,
that's what's going to happen
but we're
with me.
30 now.
And it could still happen.
Like, not me saying this and then being 110% convinced that I'd see Niall Horan at Live Golf and that he'd fall in love with me. But yeah, no, yeah. I watched it with Nikki and she thought the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, again, each to their own.
I think.
And then, like, the back and forth when she was like, oh, no, I don't want to be with you. I'm too old. And then she's like, no, I do want to be with you. Oh, psych. Psych.
I was eating it up. I was like, ah!
No.
I'm so
Sick of
obsessed.
it.
No, like, I literally. But I think I have, like, I need a lobotomy, right? Because there is something loose in my brain where that whole thing.
You eat that shit up like Ratatouille.
I
Yeah.
love it. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? Oh my God, I eat that shit up. Like the will they, won't they? Like, oh, they're not going to be
Yeah.
together, but will they be together?
See, you would love Bridgerton. That's another thing that I've watched this week, actually. Nikki's like, no, we need to watch all the seasons so that we're up to date when the next season comes out. I'm up to maybe like episode 6, I think,
Yeah.
of season 1. Mid as fuck.
Okay, so if you think it's mid, I'm going to love it.
Yeah, I think you will absolutely love it.
Okay, I need to watch it.
No, I can't fucking do it. It just does my fucking head in. Like, it's not that hard to have communication skills. Like, if you like someone, just fucking tell them.
No, but that's not fun.
No, I could never have a whirlwind romance because it would just.
Oh, that's my dream. That is my dream.
I'd
in
punch
life.
the fucker in the throat.
It's actually
Nah.
my dream. So,
Yeah, you should watch Bridgerton. You'd love it. It's like
Okay.
fake dating,
okay.
but then they all just fucking love each other.
I love that. So, I give this a 5 out of 5.
A 10 out of 5.
A 10 out of 5. There is no better fucking movie.
Yeah.
This is. Do you know what it is though? Is like I'm such a delusional make scenarios in my head kind of gal.
Yeah.
And this whole storyline, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen to me and Harry Styles at the One Direction concert. So
You were going to be a 40-year-old mum with a 16-year-old
well, maybe
daughter.
not that part, but like the whole him falling in love with me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, and that's all I ever wanted.
Yeah.
And for them to put that into a movie,
Yeah.
you've just given me crack, sir, and you want me to behave?
You don't want me to bark like a dog?
Wow, that's crazy. Now, I cannot stop listening to the soundtrack. Like, I'm actually mentally deranged.
Does this make you want to date younger?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is my other issue, right?
What an absolute flex, though, to be older and to...
Have a man so obsessed with you.
Yeah. A younger man obsessed. That's goals.
Oh, like, my issue is...
Yeah.
Correct. That is my issue. My issue is...
Come here.
I don't even know how to explain it. So, like, I watch this and she's, like, dating younger. And I'm like, well, now I need to date younger. Or, like, people will be... Like, we went out for coffee yesterday with someone from Pilates. And they were telling us their dating stories, right?
Yeah.
Some good, some fine.
Yeah.
And, like, for no reason whatsoever. I'm like, I need to date.
I need Bumble.
I need to be... I've re-downloaded Bumble and Hinge. Okay? I've double dipped. This is my problem, is like, I see someone have like, or like people talk about like, I'm such a sucker for like a book romance. Like if,
You're not getting that on an app, doll.
but I could. But I
But
could.
what if?
But it could, right? You need to manifest, okay? And like this book, like Wattpad era romance whirlwind vibe. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna chase it, okay? And it's gonna happen.
There's a reason why none of these movies start on a dating app.
Well, they might. Now we have to go to Coachella.
That's your book idea. It starts on a dating app.
It's just the idea of you, but instead of Coachella, they meet on a dating app. Yeah. And then everything else is plagiarized. Oh, fuck. I'm obsessed. I honestly, every time I've gone to watch something else this weekend, I'm like, I just want to watch The Idea of You. And I never rewatch movies. Ever.
Yeah. This is your Simpsons.
This is my Simpsons. This is why it's top. Like, I want to fall asleep to it. I just can't. I've been listening to the soundtrack on repeat.
Yeah, the songs are absolute bangers. I'll be real with
If they go on tour, I'm front row.
I do love? I love the one that I don't even know how to describe him. Here's the other white one.
Oh, the Liam Payne of the group. And they're like...
It's the Liam Payne.
And
no, it's not.
They're on stage.
Hang on.
They're on stage. And then he does Closer, right? Because like the bit at Coachella. And then they're all sitting on the stairs. And the white guy's like front row on the left, sitting down.
Wait, I need
with the hat.
I need to show you a You're the one on the left.
Girl, that is the Liam Payne of the group. It is. Everyone online was like, that's the Liam Payne of the group. Stop.
No, I love him.
See, now if you...
which one out of the three ethnic ones is Niall then?
Louis? Unfortunately...
Which one's Louis?
Unfortunately, Niall was not represented in
Neither
August.
was Louis.
Okay. It was giving me Justice Crew vibes. Justice Crew, but Harry's the front man.
I love Justice Crew.
I simply can no. If you watch when they're performing Closer and they're all on the stairs, you understand the Liam Payne. Like that guy's like just mannerisms.
That'll give me the ick.
It will give you the ick. Oh my god! And then when Hayes is on
back.
stage and he's like, oh, it got really hot in my house last night when I was watching it. I love it. I'm obsessed. I cried at the end.
Yeah, you would.
I was in fucking hysterics.
Yeah, facts.
And then I was on TikTok watching edits about the movie.
Of course.
Obviously. And then someone posted in the comments the ending in the book, which I hadn't read. And then I was crying again.
Yeah.
And then when I found it to send to Sazi last night, you and Sazi,
yeah.
I cried again. Just reading.
Oh my god, are you okay? You're fucking going through it.
No, I'm not okay. I love this book. I love Nicholas.
Would you read the book?
Yeah, I think I would. I want to be in head to toe Idea of You.
Yeah, I was gonna buy it for you today, but then I was like, oh, I don't know if she'd actually open it.
It's my whole world right now. Nicholas, respectfully, needs a badge on my magpie scarf.
How old is he?
He's 29 in real life.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So that's perfect. Oh, I highly recommend it. We've had a few people message us on the pod Instagram who watched it over the weekend. Mm-hmm. So far, raving reviews. You're the only hater.
Sorry.
But that's fine. You can't like everything.
And I really don't. Period.
Yeah, I highly recommend watching it. I'll be rewatching it a million times. What else did I watch? Last weekend, I watched All of Us Strangers on Disney Plus with Paul Mescal and Andrew Scott in it. I
love that man.
Yeah. But I don't know if you like this movie because you don't like romance.
Yeah.
It's a very slow, soft, kind of subtle romance, right? It's one of those romances where they're not doing a lot, kind of like Past Lives, where they're not doing a lot. But there's this really trippy psychological element to it, which came out of nowhere. Plot twist of all plot twists. I had to Google the meaning of it. It was really good. At first, I was like, oh, this is kind of like boring and mid. And then the plot twist happened, and I'm like, all this stuff happened right in front of your eyes, and you don't even clock it until towards the end.
Oh, that kind of makes me want to watch it.
It was really interesting. So I would give that 4 out of 5.
Yeah, right.
That was really good.
How was the acting?
It was really good.
Do they boss?
Well, obviously.
I love that.
Yeah. So That was really, really good. That one made me cry a lot.
Really?
Yeah, but I just cried everything. What can I say?
You're very fragile.
I am.
Yeah.
Emotionally fragile.
That crinkling, by the way, is Coco's toy. So I'm not.
You get that,
I'm
or
not
you get
eating
barking.
anything.
So, what do you want? Selling the OC. So season 3 came out. A lot's come out.
Now, me and Nikki got into a heated debate last night because she was adamant that I had watched season 1 and 2.
Okay.
And I said with my chest, the fuck I have. She was like, no, we've watched it together.
I believe her because like she loves reality TV.
I'm like, this must be your other roommate, one that we don't have because it wasn't fucking me. Because we've talked about it on the pod.
Have you watched it?
No. Okay. Like, genuinely no. Like, I don't know who these people are. Like, I only know because we talked about it on the pod like early days.
Yeah.
And then I think she's getting confused with that episode, with 2 episodes from Selling Sunset where there's the crossover.
Right, okay.
And they meet some of the cast from OC.
Yeah.
And then from the reunion because the OC cast was in the reunion.
Right, okay. Interesting.
That's the only bits that I've watched. But I've watched the first like couple of episodes of this season of Selling OC.
This season,
Gio is a fucking loser.
I like Gio this
Do
season.
you like Gio? No, okay.
Okay.
Caitlin, be fucking for real. Caitlin.
Maybe all this time inside my house has not been good for me.
Just like, I don't know what the girl's name is. The girl that got the house with the really big.
Oh, Kayla.
Yeah. What is his beef with Kayla? He's like, oh, I gave all of my information and my tactics to office management, and I was under the impression that I would get this listing, and then you got it, and I just feel like you're being really shady, and like you've just done something on the side, and I don't want my name against that. Like,
yeah, I don't really understand.
Be fucking for real. Someone else got the listing. Like, it's on you. The fact that you gave away all of your fucking information without being like, I'll tell you what I know and what I would do if you put my name on the listing.
Yeah. I don't really, I couldn't understand, like, why would office management call you? Like, I didn't understand any of that.
No.
But Gio this season, I don't know, there was something about him that I really liked him, and to the point where, because previous seasons I'm like, he's whatever, kind of annoying. This season I was like, Gio's hot.
No.
Right, I haven't seen enough Sun. So I didn't think Tyler was going to be in this season.
You need to take like a fish oil tablet so your brain can start working.
Yeah.
The neurons need to start neuroning.
I need a lobotomy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
No, I feel like you've had the lobotomy. Now we need to get the brain just
warmed up.
Just ticking.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I didn't think Tyler was going to be in this season because he's left the O group.
Can I just say...
Sure. This is a podcast, so that's the whole point of it.
So glad you asked. Tyler being like to Alex, Hall?
Yeah.
Hall. All I want is a wife and a family and kids. Cunt, you fucking had that. You had that with Brittany Snow. Well, he had a wife.
Yeah.
He could have had a fucking family.
Yeah.
The absolute fucking goal of this man.
Okay. I'm so glad you've brought this up.
Goal.
Okay. I am 150% team Brittany Snow, right?
Yeah.
That is no questions asked.
Yeah.
Okay. But as we've probably devised from this episode, I am fucking delusional, and you give me a solid love story.
You fucking want him to go with Alex Holt,
You
don't you?
give me-
You're a fucking weasel. You actually need help.
You need
help.
You give me a love story of will they, won't they? And I'm fucking eating it up. Okay? I despise what they did to Brittany, right? And in interviews where Alex Hall has been like, I would never ever interfere with a married man. Like, I would never like be the other woman.
Yeah.
Rah, rah, rah. I'm like, bitch, we all saw you sucking nose in season 1
Yeah.
on the beach. Don't pretend like that didn't
Yeah.
happen. Yeah, you're not bussing him, but still, that is fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, and I am team Brittany Snow 150%. However,
Like that.
the end of season 2 when they're kissing in the I watched that and
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Coco's like, huh?
Season 3, right? The will they went when I don't even know if you've got to this bit. Have you been to the after party after the opening of the San Diego office?
No, that's the next episode. Yeah.
Oh my, there's like little moments between them.
Nah.
The whole will they won't they things got me on the edge of my seat, and then there's little moments between them, and I'm like, I need them to be together. And then the season ends on such a cliffhanger, and it's like very.
Oh, you're done.
Oh, I watched it all in a day.
Yeah, fuck. Right.
Righto. The season ends in like a very Laguna Beach style
wild
cliff.
I fucking love Laguna Beach.
It's very like dramatized.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, I don't know if Tyler was in this season. I don't know if he'll be in next season. He can't be in all the seasons because he's left the O group, right? Like that's happened outside of the show, right?
Yeah.
2 other people have also left the O group.
Oh.
Sean has left the O group.
Irrelevant.
And I read today that Alex Jarvis,
I don't even know who that is.
she's the one that got married in Europe.
Oh, yep.
Right?
Yep.
She has also left the O group, right? The drama in this season is like unlike OC has always to me been like the most interesting of them. And the drama in this one, particularly the drama that Sean brings to this season, my fucking days. This man, I'm like I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but I'm like, I don't believe him. I think he's just stirring the pot. I think he just wants attention. And then he shows up with receipts. And then I'm like, oh my God, this man has just ruined everyone's credibility on this show. Like, I cannot believe the receipts this man has brought to this show.
Yeah,
and is showing everyone. And then you're like, actually, he's claiming to... Anyway, it's this whole thing. Like, is Sean lying? Is he not lying? I've never seen someone so fixated on something, and just... He constantly just appears out of nowhere and is like... Wah, 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 wah. And it's just absolute insanity. Alex Hall, right? Again, like, when I'm watching the show, she's just so interesting and so entertaining, right? I'll give her that, right? And I'm watching the season, and then something happens like halfway through the season, and I'm like, oh my God, because she's always been really good at, if someone's questioning her, questioning whether she's lied about something or stirring the pot, she's always been very good at convincing everyone, no, I'm not the issue, right? And then something happens, and I'm like, oh, there's just things that happen, and you're like, oh my God, all these people that I was believing in this show just fucked.
Yeah.
So fucked. Oh, but Tyler is so hot. And I just eat it up with crumbs. I'm sitting there and I'm like, Gio is hot this season, and like, I love Gio now.
The
and
orange shoes, though, the orange slippers.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was a crime. I witnessed a crime.
He has nice hair. That's about it.
There's just something about him in this season.
I don't like Gio. I don't like Tyler. I don't like Alex Hall. The only ones I really like so far are Kayla and Polly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Nah, everyone's just a bit of a weasel, hey.
Everyone's fucked. Don't get me wrong, but
Nah.
Maybe I've watched enough TV for 1 week.
Yeah, look. I just can't believe you want them to be together.
In the context of the show, when I'm not watching the show, no, they do not deserve happiness, right? But when I'm sucked in. I'm so easily sucked in. But no, I recommend, if people like that reality stuff, selling.
It's an easy watch. It's such an easy watch.
Yeah, it is. Then I tried to watch The Tattooist of Auschwitz.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched the first episode.
If anything's going to make me cry, I feel like that.
Oh, I've already cried.
I was surprised.
I have already cried.
Yeah.
I watched episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't read the book, so I've got no preconceived like ideas of what this should be like. So far, it's so gripping, it's so interesting, and it's just so sad. Like, it's just so I was watching it. I ended up having to stop because it was such a leap to go from selling the OC to the tattooist of Auschwitz. I was like, this is too much. I need to go back to the idea of you.
Yeah. We need a palate cleanser immediately.
I need a break before I sit down and watch it. But I was watching episode 1 and all I could think about is, this is just, I don't understand, and I will never understand why the world hates Jews so much.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
And like,
why do we hate any one particular group of people? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, it just makes no. My mind can't fathom why.
No, so fucked. And there's so many other groups that have been through just as much, if not more. But just like looking at the Jews in particular, like looking at World War II and then other events that have happened in history, and then now we've got what's going on with like Gaza and Palestine, and then people are just being anti-Semitic, and I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand hate towards anyone, but this, I just don't get it. And you're watching because it's dramatized, but it's very visual in what you're seeing at Auschwitz, and I don't understand how anyone could do that to other people.
Yeah.
Like, even if you didn't like someone, how can you hate people so much that you do to them what they did to the Jews in World War II? I don't understand. I do not understand. And then I was crying because I was so sad about like what people go through. And then I was thinking about it and I was, oh my God, this is so depressing. But I was thinking about it and I was like, life is so good for some people, right? And then life is just fucking horrific for other people.
Oh yeah.
Like, and it's just not fair. And like, because it obviously centers on the main guy, right? And so it goes between like him at Auschwitz and then him when he's older telling his story. And there's visuals of him, like you see him going through like the PTSD and it's so fucking sad. It's just so sad, and I want to watch the whole thing because it's so interesting. But
it'll be a heavy watch though.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I will never get it. I will never understand, and I don't think anyone will. Like, I'm not different, but it's just. And how did they get away with it? That's the other thing. How, I don't know. It just annoys me. Yeah, it's a lot to watch. You've got to be ready to sit down and watch it.
It makes me want to read the book, but I feel like the TV show's just easier, isn't it?
I think watch the show first.
You reckon?
Well, I mean,
I feel like if I watch the show, like if I read the book, I'd still watch the show, but if I watch the show, I'm not reading the book.
Yeah. Now the show's out, I'm just going to watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I'm going to watch that this week.
Are all the episodes out, or is it a weekly release?
No, all the episodes are out.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how many there are.
Okay.
And they're longer. They're like an hour approximately. It like the way that they've done it, the production value, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just absolutely phenomenal. They've really given the story the grace that I think it needs. And it is so gripping. You can't stop watching it.
I need my dad's Stan password.
It is hard. I wouldn't say it's hard to watch. It's just so fucking sad. Because all you can think about is...
Ma'am. Coco. Don't touch the plastic.
It's so fucking sad because all you can think about is like, I will never understand how they were able to treat a group of people the way that they did, and how people are still able to treat groups of people the way that they are. And it just happens.
And like, you know what else I don't understand? How people live through that and just go about their day after going through that experience.
Right? Everyone's like, all right, you'll be fine now. Just like, good on you.
like you go through the most harrowing shit for years on years on years, and then you're just expected to go about life like and just move on from it. Like,
Yeah.
what do you actually mean?
And like, I don't.
The sleeve of my cardigan gets caught on a doorknob, and I'm ready to end it all.
Yeah.
And there are people that are going through that.
Yeah.
And like reliving their trauma. Nah, it's crazy.
And how do people who in this day and age are anti any group, right? Just see these things. Like, surely if anything's going to make you not be anti something, it's watching things like the Tattooist of Auschwitz or anything that depicts how poorly these people were treated. I just don't understand how people can be so fucking foul.
What? Yeah, like, why do you think that you're better than a certain group of people?
What?
Why do you think that people are beneath you? Like, it doesn't fucking concern you.
It just...
I just don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't... Yeah, get a fucking hobby. But yes, from what I've seen so far, I recommend it, but obviously be prepared to
cry and have an existential crisis.
Yeah, the soul ripped out of you. And then,
do we really need to get every toy out? This is too much.
Show and tell now. The other thing that came out on Friday on Amazon Prime is season 3 of Clarkson's Farm.
I saw that because I saw that Dad was watching it and I was like, why is he rewatching this? But then you said in the group chat that season 3 came out.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to watch that. I fucking love Clarkson's Farm.
Right. I haven't seen it yet. Okay. Dad's watched the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And I think he's enjoying it. He's not a fan of Jeremy Clarkson.
Why?
Oh, because Jeremy Clarkson's a right fuckhead.
Is he?
Yeah, he got fired from...
That's news to me.
He was real foul, like working on Top Gear. They had to get rid of him because he was a fuckhead.
Why?
Like,
what was he doing?
I can't remember exactly, but he just treated people like shit, really poorly, really treated people poorly.
That changes things.
Which is really jarring, like, because the show, he's so likable in this show. Because I agree. I love
probably
this show.
for a reason.
Yeah, probably. This show, I love Clarkson's Farm. It's such a wholesome, easy watch.
Makes me want to farm.
Same.
A hobby farm. I don't know how people can have hobby farms. Farms seem like a full-time gig.
Well, they are. And I think that's the whole point of the show, is to highlight how expensive and how so many farmers actually walk away with a loss.
For hobby farms.
Yeah.
Do you hire people to take care of it and then you just pick when you want to be involved?
Well, that's what Clarkson was doing for many years. He paid other people to run his farm.
That's got to be how it works, right?
But that's very expensive.
Yeah. How is that financially?
Well, yeah, farmers don't make a lot of money at all.
No.
Well, I think some can, but it can be very... Because, like, you have one season with bad weather.
You're fucked.
You're whole
bankrupt.
income gone. But no, that's an easy, wholesome watch. So I want to watch that. But I want to watch The Tattooist of Auschwitz first, and then I'll watch that, because that'll bring me out of my depression that I'm
you got to be tactical
enter.
about the watch. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's everything I've watched this week.
I want to watch Fall Guy.
Someone told me that they saw it.
Michaela.
Yes.
Yeah, she told me
she said it was very good.
Yeah, and I was like, well, say less. I love a movie that I don't think will be good and then it turns out being good. I feel like that might be a bit of Mark.
Mark will like that a lot more than Challenges.
Yeah, I reckon we see Fall Guy.
Yeah. I do want to go see all these things in cinema, but then I'm like...
Money.
Well, it's not even that. The time comes and I'm like, I don't want to leave my house.
Yeah, no, facts. I could go some popcorn though.
But maybe I do need to leave my house because...
Your thoughts are not...
I am having questionable opinions about the cost of selling the OC. And that is the first
No, you know what? Each to their own though. You know?
Oh.
Think your thoughts.
Look, I will admit.
But I'll call you out on it.
Oh, no, it's fine. And I'm happy for anyone to call me out on the fact that I want Tyler and Alex to be together in the context of the show. I hate myself for it too. But it's just,
You don't think it rips me up inside?
I'm just such a sucker for a love story.
You're a lover girl. You can't help that.
I can't help it.
And I simply am not. So we balance each other out.
I feel like in real life, though, you're more of a...
Am I, though?
Maybe
I feel
not.
like I used to be.
Maybe not this week. But
yeah,
typically...
you, if anyone tried to touch you, you'd immediate punch to the throat.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought it up. I don't like being touched. Just in any sense.
Any touch in a movie?
Oh,
Absolutely. Touch in real life?
Oh, I don't know how to describe it. But when
Unwell.
people touch me, it actually... And I'm not even kidding. It triggers my gag reflex. Like, it's just... Oh,
it actually rocks you.
It
like
gives me the heebie... I hate me. And I was saying...
heebie-jeebies.
I was saying to you the other day, I was like, if we ever got famous...
Yeah.
Fans would hate me because I would be like, literally don't fucking touch me. I can't.
Whereas
It's
I'm
just-
the opposite. In a movie, that's not allowed. Why are you doing that? Get your hand off her hip, sir.
Yeah.
But in real life, do what you want.
No. Don't hug me. Don't high. Oh, I hate a high five. That. Really.
Who the fuck's going for a high five?
Oh, and especially. Oh, it's a lot. I'm not.
You know who's real big on maybe not a high five, but like a knuckle? Jason.
Oh, bless.
Jason's big on a knuckle.
Stop. But he's so wholesome. I can't get mad at that.
Yeah. No, I love it.
And this is the thing, is like, because normal people are like a hugging.
Yeah.
It's such a thing when you like see people. And so
Yeah.
unless I really know the person, I'll do it because I don't want to be a dick, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a dick and be like, nah, fuck you. But just know that...
Seeing you hug someone is like seeing a dog on its hind legs. Like it's so jarring and it's just not right. And I know that you're uncomfortable.
Just know I'm masking.
True.
Absolutely masking for the betterment of the society. It's just... It's nothing.
I can see your butt cheeks clench when you hug someone.
That's horrible. That's
Like,
worse.
that's how stressed you are.
It's nothing against
Your
the person
whole
either,
body
'cause
seizes up.
It's nothing against the person because it's not like
No,
it's only some
it's
people. It's don't fucking
Yeah, it's
touch me.
everyone. Like I remember I hugged you once.
Why
did you do
don't
that?
ever do that again.
What? Don't do that again.
And it's so weird.
Sorry.
Like
I forgot.
I see you like hug other people, and I'm like, why would you ever want to do that? But then when I'm watching like a movie or a TV show, I'm like, if people aren't touching each other at all times, I am mad. Oh.
Anyway, I think that's it.
To end on, I have a few music recommendations for the room.
Okay.
The August Moon album.
Bringing it back.
Huge fan of, I'm going to butcher the name, so just bear with me. Chappell Roan. I watched her on TikTok and she said Chappell, so Chappell Roan. You know the, is it casual?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The passenger seat
Yeah.
and you eating me out. Is it casual?
Rock and roll, baby.
Love her music at the moment.
Yeah.
Renee Rapp, as always. Like, I have Gemini Moon on repeat. Like, the song finishes and I'm like, from the top.
Is that a new song?
No. It's not. It's from her most recent album. But this is what happens is I'll fixate on like 2 or 3 songs and then down the track another 2 or 3 songs. Like, it takes me a minute.
You know who I've been loving at the moment? Shaboozy.
See, I want to like his music, but there's just something about it. It's not tickling my brain.
Really?
It's almost like, I think the sounds are, because it's like rap country. There's something about it. It makes me go like this a little bit.
I love it.
Teddy Swims.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
He's touring soon.
Yeah, this always happens. I become a stan and then they're already touring.
No, I feel like...
because he released a deluxe version of his album and there's a new song, Hammer to the Heart. That's been on repeat. That is... I've had Gemini Moon, Casual by Chappell Roan.
17th of July.
Hammer to the Heart. That's been on repeat. Indifferent. Megan Moroney.
Oh, yeah, that's a banger.
That's a banger.
Oh, it's sold out. That's a shame, isn't
Yeah.
it? $100. That's not bad for a ticket these days.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I know that when Posty and Morgan Wallen's song comes out on Friday, that if you see me naked on any main road in Adelaide, like cheeks spread, grating my ass on the floor,
You're going to be a boot scooting menace.
it's because of that song.
Yeah. Yeah. So annoying, this episode. Yeah.
So that's what I'm listening. Throwing a Glass updates. I am making progress. Bear with me. I aim to finish the book by the end of 2025.
Book updates as well. I bought 2 books today.
Powerless.
Powerless by Lauren Roberts and None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell.
Yeah.
If anyone would like to vote on which one I should read first, you know what? We're going to put it on the story.
We will.
We're going to put it on the story and then you can decide what I read and what I review.
Well,
I will review it. Okay, everyone, listen the fuck up. Okay, all right. You pick, and by you pick, it'll probably be only me voting for myself.
no, people vote on our things.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Vote and I will review it in next week's episode.
Nice.
Hold me to that.
And we'll post a
Hold
photo
me
of
to
you
that.
in this fit, holding both of them up as the thing.
Perfect.
So people get to see the fit and the
Upload.
book.
Yep, done.
And then they can pick based on your mental state.
Yeah. Yeah, facts.
Nice.
Period.
But I think that's it, everyone.
I bought a mop. It spins. That's enough. Okay, love you. Bye.